Ever wondered, what is puberty and when does it start for boys? It's a fascinating journey, really. Puberty is this incredible phase when a boy's body begins to transition into adulthood, typically kicking off between the ages of 9 and 14. It's a significant milestone, filled with changes that might seem a bit baffling at first, but not to worry, it's all part of growing up. In the next few minutes, we will delve deeper into the signs and timeline of puberty. Puberty doesn't happen all at once, it happens in stages. So what are these signs that indicate a boy is entering puberty? Firstly, one of the most noticeable signs of puberty is a growth spurt. Boys often experience a rapid increase in height and weight, and this is usually the first sign that puberty has begun. It's like one moment you're looking eye to eye with your mates, and then the next, you're towering over them. Then there's the voice change. You might notice your voice cracking or breaking. This might be a little embarrassing, but don't worry, it's a perfectly natural part of growing up. Your voice box is just adjusting to its new size. Next, you may start to see hair growing in new places, such as under your arms, on your face, and around your genitals. This is due to an increase in hormones and is a normal part of the puberty process. And let's not forget about acne, those pesky pimples that seem to have a knack for showing up at the worst possible times. This happens because your oil glands are growing too, and sometimes they can get a bit overactive, leading to spots. But remember, these changes don't happen overnight, nor do they happen at the same time for everyone. Some boys might start to see these signs as early as 9 or 10, while others might not notice anything until they're 14 or 15. Remember, everyone goes through puberty at their own pace, and that's perfectly okay. Now that we know the signs, let's understand the typical timeline of puberty for boys. Puberty is not a one-size-fits-all process. It usually begins between the ages of 9 and 14 and can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years. It's a transformational journey that turns boys into young men, and it doesn't happen overnight. The first sign of puberty in boys is often the growth of testicles. This usually happens around the age of 11 or 12. Shortly after this, the penis begins to grow. However, it's important to know that the timing can vary greatly from boy to boy, so there's no need to worry if you're a bit ahead or behind your peers. Next, boys might notice the growth of pubic hair, followed by underarm and facial hair. The voice usually begins to deepen around this time as well. The most dramatic physical changes often occur in the mid to late stages of puberty. These include a growth spurt, where boys might grow up to 4 inches in a year, and muscle development. Your body might also start to produce more oils, which can lead to acne. This is completely normal and a sign that your body is maturing. Though it may feel like a long journey, remember that these changes are all part of growing up. The timeline of puberty may seem daunting, but it's an exciting time of growth and discovery. So, embrace the journey, because it's all part of becoming the person you're meant to be. There are many myths about puberty. Today we're busting these myths and bringing you the facts. First off, a common myth is that boys who hit puberty late will be short. This is simply not true. Growth during puberty is quite unpredictable and varies greatly from person to person. Some boys may grow rapidly at the start of puberty, while others may experience a growth spurt later on. Late bloomers will eventually catch up. Another myth is that acne during puberty is a result of poor hygiene. While it's important to keep your skin clean, acne is primarily caused by hormonal changes during puberty, not dirt and grime. And let's not forget the myth that only boys experience voice changes during puberty. This is a half-truth. While boys do experience a more noticeable change, girls' voices also deepen during puberty, albeit subtly. Knowing the facts can help you navigate puberty with less worry and more confidence. Puberty is a significant milestone in a boy's life. It's a journey of change and growth. We've discussed the signs to expect, the timeline, and debunked some common myths. It's important to remember that this is a completely natural and normal process. Approach it with an open mind and a healthy dose of curiosity. If you have any concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to a trusted adult. Remember, puberty is not a race, and everyone grows at their own pace. Embrace this journey and the changes it brings, because it's all part of becoming who you are.